Okay, so here we go. How do you like this robe? I made this like 22 years ago. It's made out of twill hemp. I'm actually pretty good on the sewing machine, believe it or not. I've worn this at least 2 or 3 times every week for well over, I guess since I'm 46 now, I guess well over 25 years, right? Anyway, we all know the internet is an extremely evil place, full of a lot of evil people. And I said in a live stream a few times when I was asked, not that I was interested in discussing it, that, from the age of 30 to just over 40, I was taking care of my wife who was slowly dying of cancer. It is a nasty, huge brain tumor that was removed that paralyzed her on one side of her body, so I had to do everything for her. And it was a disgusting nightmare. And since the internet's such an evil place, and I know I have like a gritty personality that people love to hate me. I don't care who hates me. That's all well and fine. But I got a lot of questions recently, and this is where I put the smack down. A lot of questions recently about, he's lying about his dead wife. He was never married, dying of cancer. We're going to settle that here really, really quickly. Sometimes, and I don't play poker, but I've seen it in movies where you have to show your hand and you make people shut the hell up. And you got to prove what it is that you're presumably saying, to make sure you're not bluffing. Because there's a lot of evil people out there that'll question anything. And, it was 10 years of pure hell for me and her. And, man, absolutely amazing. When you actually remove a brain tumor, the sort of phantom pains that are caused, she's nearly every night screaming like someone's sawing her leg off, but all the pills in the world, including liquid morphine, I think it was called Roxanol, it's like a blue liquid that you take orally via syringe. Oxycontin, oxycodone, by the bucket loads, would barely take the edge off of her. Unbelievable pain. It was just a misery beyond any possible imagination. Of course, I had to listen to the screaming and stuff from the other room. I hate alcohol. I've never taken a drug in my life. I mean, there was a mountain of Vicodin, a mountain of oxycodone, a mountain of Oxycontin in the kitchen that was I administered to her, including liquid morphine. Never once in countless years ever took a pill. My mind is all I actually have, I'm incredibly intelligent in certain arenas. Specifically, I'm a hardcore metaphysician, i.e. metaphysics, translate ancient Greek, I translate ancient Prakrit, I write lots of articles and books and do translations, and I'm really good at that. So anyway, I've had a number of, cruel, sadistic scumbags out of the blue, so somebody must have written an article about me. Actually, I know where it's at anyway. And accusing me of, lying about my wife in a live stream. So let's put an end to that bullshit, excuse my language, right now. These are the remains from my wife. Here you can see it says Lexington Cemetery. Well, this is just a box. That doesn't prove anything. And you're right. So now, a lot of people are going to leave a comment and say, well, Ken, you don't have to do this. Why are you listening to haters? If I get, like 20 comments from people trying to gang up on me, and say a bunch of BS that's completely untrue, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna put an end to that right quick. So these are my wife's ashes. This is the Lexington Cemetery Certificate of Cremation, November 30th, 2010, right there. And I'm gonna block out some of her personal info right here. There's that, and I'm going to block out the other part of her info here. Yes, my wife's name was Denise. She's a nurse and occupational therapist. There's a picture of my wife, my late wife. This is I haven't looked at this in many, many years for obvious reasons. Provisional report of death. There's the cremation tag, which I guess is a metal tag that they put in with the remains. So yeah, that's all official. And cremation number 10404. I'm going to block out the last part of my wife's remains. So there's the ashes of my dead wife, who screamed in pain almost every night for 10 years, paralyzed on one side of her body that I did everything for. It was an undeniable, unimaginable hell that I could never imagine for her, and it was an incredible hell that I could never possibly imagine that I would ever endure myself, because, you know, actually the type of tumor that she had that was removed was called a glioblastoma, and like 99.99% of everybody that gets it only lives like a year. Typically, I think it was like a year or a year and a half at the very most. They must have did a really good job removing it. It was a huge tumor. And so I thought I'd play Superman. And no, I didn't inherit any money from my wife. No, did not. So 1 year turned into 2, turned into 3, turned into 4. So obviously I took really good care of her. She's like the top 0.005% of everybody that gets a glioblastoma as far as their survival rate. Basically nobody survives basically past a year. I forget what the exact statistics are. So she lived 10 years after the removal of the enormous tumor. It first started where she thought she was getting numbness from carpal tunnel because of all the reports she had to do. You know, when you wait on patients, you have to type up all these stupid reports. So it went from numbness to arm numbness. And then she collapsed in her own hospital in San Francisco. And they removed the tumor, and 10 years later, yada yada. So of the 20 or so people that have been riding my butt, and I know I don't have to answer them, but you know, pardon my French, but not you people. Okay? To those particular people, you know, you and wherever it is the bleep you came from, you know, that's your, you know, yeah, I put the smack down on that. I won't put up with that sort of crap from anybody. You know, about half of my videos are not even monetized. That's where you actually stick in commercials. Most of the ones that I actually make with a GoPro or iPhone, almost all of those are not even monetized. Of the past 30 or so videos that I've uploaded, only about half of those are monetized. Okay? Never post an affiliate link. I lead a really simple life. Okay? I don't really give, because of, you know, I put my wife's ashes down right here. Okay? Here we go. Why didn't I take them out of the box? I don't know. Why haven't I done something with them? I don't know. Don't ask me questions like that. I mean, that's really personal. And to be frank, it's none of your business, obviously so. But, you know, that's exactly how I got them from the funeral home. And they're in my other room with my lenses, looking over my lenses. But I lead a simple life, okay? Listen, I don't sell workshops. I don't sell anything. I don't have any affiliate links. And the 20 or so people, it's actually more than that have been attacking me recently. I get some actually really nasty emails recently. A couple of which I posted up on Instagram. I post a lot of funny stuff and stuff that you know, I don't want to talk about in video because it would bore people. I post it up on Instagram. So check that out. Got some nasty emails recently. Especially one guy accused me of posting up an affiliate link. I said, no, I didn't. And I called him out. I said, give me the number of the person you said that I had an affiliate link, because I don't have no affiliate links. And he eventually confessed that he was lying. He was just yanking my chain. It was extremely crude. I actually got angry, upset over it, because I've never posted an affiliate link. And when I mentioned my wife in passing, because people would ask me in a live stream about it, you know, obviously there's a lot of people watching, and I have no idea who's watching a live stream. If they don't type something, I can't see them. But the 20 plus people somewhere around there that have been attacking me, oh, you're lying about your wife, you're trying to, you know, paint some sort of story about, you know, your wife. Well, my wife's ashes are sitting right here. And to those 20 plus people, it's actually more than that. I think you need to go, well, I want to cuss right now, but it's a little uncouth. You know, someone that's actually, you know, a Renaissance guy. Actually, I kind of hate the statement Renaissance. Since I listen to classical music, and I translate ancient metaphysics, ancient Greek, and I write books and articles on same. You know, I'm sitting here in a hemp meditation robe, and I hate the word meditation because it's so meaningless, that I cut by hand and sewed together myself. You know, I can fix a lot of stuff and build a lot of stuff, so. Yeah, this is my wife's cremation certificate from the Lexington Cemetery. Those people can take a long walk off of a short pier because you're a lying scumbag. I think that's actually appropriate because I wanted to say something more apropos, but those people that have been attacking me in email saying that I was lying about my wife, I think the correct word is scumbag, you know. Did I have to make a video about this? No. But, you know, when someone calls your bluff and then, you know, you got a dozen people trying to call your bluff, oh, you lying, tattooed, bald asshole, you know, blah, blah. You know, the internet's evil. I know it. You know it. You know, the guy that translates ancient Greek is not too stupid. He's actually pretty smart. You know, fat, bald, and ugly, and tattooed, and, you know, not the most wonderful personality, obviously so, but I lead a simple life, and I'll be damned if a handful of scumbags, you know, try to accuse me about lying about my wife, because I won't put up with that crap. You know, I won't put up with it. People can say whatever they want, but you sure as hell are not going to accuse me of, you know, inventing a wife, because those people are lying scumbags, and it just proved you wrong. Yeah. This is kind of my video. It's like, well, did you really want to upload a video like this? It's like, actually, I did. The internet's full of a lot of evil, sadistic people. Most of them are trying to screw you. I mean, let's be honest, and I've talked about that endlessly. I don't have any ulterior motives. You know, I lead a simple life. Do I have a pile of camera gear? Sure do. And I shop at thrift stores for clothing. I made this myself. I'm proud. I actually bought, the place that sold this, since hemp is technically like marijuana, and I've never smoked that stuff, never asked me about alcohol or drugs, I've never done it in my life. But I bought this ream of hemp twill fabric at this place that was kind of like half hemp. It was mostly like hemp products, not like, you know, pipes and stuff. You know what I'm talking about, the glass pipes and stuff. But they put them out of business because hemp is technically like marijuana or whatever, so they put them out of business. And they'd always smoke that stuff in the tattoo store, and I hated the smell of it because it's so nasty. I would get really sick. You know, they light up a joint after tattooing people in the day, and I was like, oh, that's the time I left the tattoo store, because tattoo shop, because that stuff would just make me sick. Really sick. It smells disgusting. Anyway, I'm off topic, but to those 20, 30 people, somewhere around there, how dare you? And you're a liar. You're just flat out a liar. Okay? There's my wife ashes. You're a liar, and that's the end of the story. Period. P-E-R-I-O-D. Period. I think that is apropos to the end of this video. Thank you for watching Lux Evertas. That's Latin, by the way.